I'd just like to tell you a little bit about trees. And I think trees are like pretty much underrated because a lot of people walk past, look at a tree and think, okay, it's a beautiful thing. It's eaten by animals, creates a lot of homes for different creatures. But I think there's more to them than what meets the eye. And if you start looking at trees properly, and you look at just any tree, and you can notice that out of it and it's got leaves, that some of the sections of the tree are not going to be too healthy looking. Some branches are going to be losing leaves, some will be exquisitely well foliaged and very, very healthy looking. But there's a reason for that, and trees actually, each branch is a genetic variation of the branch next to it. So in terms of looking at a tree like that, it's almost like the entire plant is made up of a whole diversity of organisms. So certain branches, trees will actually attract insects onto them, and that insect's defecation called crass, which will accumulate at about a ton per hectare per year under that tree, actually serves a big purpose, because in a way it prevents new seedlings of other plants growing underneath that tree, which causes the soil to become slightly acidic underneath, and henceforth, because of attracting those insects, it's created that acidic condition underneath, which makes it difficult for younger plants to actually germinate under there. So there's a whole myriad of things that trees do that people just don't even think about or don't even look at. And I think that's where they completely misconceptualized and unappreciated to a large extent. So besides being holding the soil substrate together, creating a bond between the earth and the sky, transferring nutrients, transferring moisture back up into the atmosphere, besides that being a great link, I mean, just that in itself is an amazing accomplishment and a whole story in itself which can be explored. So there's more to trees than you can actually think about or fathom. Even new research, you've probably heard the term the the wood wide web, and that is latest scientific research has shown that certain conifer species will actually assist young trees that are progeny of the adult tree. So they'll actually help that tree if it's struggling and in times of drought or times of lack of nutrition, where those trees are actually helped, nurtured and enhanced by the mother tree or the parent tree. So again, another concept about plants that you just fail to kind of recognize, or is not really recognized, but it's just not put forward into the human thinking until you actually mention it, and until you start looking about it and thinking about what actually goes on around you. And trees to me are one of the best examples that you can actually look at. So the next time you walk past a big tree, have a look, have an appreciation, get a feel for the plant and appreciate what you're actually looking at, because the stories there are still to be told, and very, very, very more adventurous and new prospects of information I'm sure will come to the fore the longer and the more we understand these things. So next time you walk past a big beautiful tree, think about what you're looking at and appreciate what you're actually seeing.